All right, Cary, Vance here outside ADE in Amsterdam with Steve James. Don't step back.
Yeah.
Because we could get a lot colder than we are right now.
Yeah, people always tell me when I come to Amsterdam, don't swim in the canals.
Yeah, no, I can see. Oh, it's almost as nice looking at as New York. So, Pennsylvania's home?
Yes, Pennsylvania's home.
And you're here in ADE Amsterdam?
Yep.
Doing a big gig tonight?
Yeah, big gig tonight, closing the Rye with Martin Garrix. It's going to be really fun.
And you have a new song out?
Yeah, new song out called In My Head with RKCB. Really excited about that one.
What can you tell us about the song?
Well, RKCB guys are really good friends of mine. We met, they were one of the first guys that I did sessions with in Los Angeles. And so we wrote that song the first 2 days we worked together and came back to it about 5 or 6 months later and still really loved it and had been doing our own stuff and just got together and finished it. And now it's out.
Your previous song was Renaissance?
Yes, my previous song was Renaissance.
Is that your first song that you've...
It was my first original. Yeah, it was the first original record that I've been producing for about 3.5, 4 years, and that was the first original that I put.
Are you doing some remixes for people? Or
Yes.
how'd you get your start?
Yeah, all remixes. I started off just doing remixes for, like, I had a faded remix of Zoo that did really well, of the Chainsmokers' Let You Go with Great Good Fine Okay, tracks like that.
Now, for people that don't know your sound, or don't know your set, when you DJ, what can they look forward to?
Right now, it's a lot of like current pop and future bass. It really fits with the kind of 95 BPM style that I've taken on myself. So it's all these high energy, lots of sing-alongs, lots of vocals for sure. So
You mentioned you're playing tonight with Martin Garrix. Growing up, what were some of your inspirations?
well, Martin Garrix was certainly one of them. Being a 16-year-old watching an 18-year-old on that stage was always just awe. But Avicii was always a huge inspiration for me. I always loved his sound and his music and how he pushed the envelope. I always loved Cascade's energy and passion and his music.
If you could work with any artist out there, vocalist, group, who would it be?
I really like Avicii. I would love to sit in the studio with him for a day or two and just show him some of the things that I've made and maybe start something up.
Now, aside from the current single that you have out, do you have other music in the works? What can we expect from you in 2016 and 2017?
Yeah, so I just finished 2 months of touring. It was awesome. Did Europe, did East Coast, going to do West Coast in a couple weeks. But I now have the next 2 months really off to go back and really start working on an EP. I spent the whole year writing a lot of songs. I think I've written about 7 or 8 now that just are obvious, like songs that I love. They're really personal. I co-wrote them, so they mean something. So going back and spending the rest of this year, November and December, just wrapping those up and getting them to a place to put them out next year is the plan.
Favorite city to tour in so far?
I've really liked Amsterdam. It's been a lot of fun here. Ibiza was also awesome. That was probably the best 24 hours of my life. Just beaches, sunshine, music starts from noon to 6 a.m. Amazing.
Well, that's true. If you're playing tonight at 5 a.m.
Yeah, 5 a.m.
What's the latest set you've done? Is 5 a.m. it?
I did 3 to 4 at Ministry of Sound in London a couple weeks ago.
That must
So
have been
5
great.
a.m. Yeah, it was
Legendary venue.
25th birthday party with Nerva. So yeah, it was insane.
You said
yeah,
you
5 to
played
6
out.
tonight.
You played out at Wet Republic.
Yes, played at Wet Republic twice this summer. It was a lot of fun.
What's been your favorite venue so far?
Ushuaia in Ibiza, I mean, is obviously great production and just great vibes. We played the night before in Mallorca at a hotel there called the BH Hotel, and that production was incredible. It was about 5,000 kids in the middle of a hotel courtyard, and it was just absurd. So much energy, the fireworks, pyrotechnics, everything. It was awesome.
Now, when you're not working, not in the studio, what are you doing to have fun?
Play a lot of video games.
What's your favorite video game?
Well, they're about to put out the Skyrim remaster this year, which I'm really into RPGs and stuff like that. So actually it comes out in a week and a half. So I just bought an Alienware 2 days ago, actually.
And back home, is there a favorite restaurant in Pennsylvania to go eat at?
Man, in my town, we have Applebee's and Chili's.
Okay.
There's a couple.
Applebee's, which one? Applebee's
That's not
or
true.
Chili's?
There's one called the Boulevard Grill downtown that my parents go to all the time. That's a local restaurant. That's the best restaurant in town. There's one other Italian restaurant, but I'm not kidding. There's 2 non-chain restaurants that are serve a good menu. It's crazy.
Have your parents come to see you play?
Yes, my parents saw one of my first shows actually early on in Pittsburgh when I opened for the Chainsmokers. They actually came to my last show in Vegas as well too.
And after they met the Chainsmokers, they still let you do it?
They didn't meet the Chainsmokers.
That's
They
a good
went.
thing.
They got there right before the set. They went on. It was. They knew.
All right, Amsterdam, you're 18 years old. So many young people here trying to break into the music business. What's one piece of advice you'd give an upcoming artist, producer?
Oh, absolutely stay true to yourself. If you aren't doing music that gets you excited to get up in the morning and go work on it, that gets you excited to go out and play the shows, you're never going to make it this far. So, staying true to whatever feels right to you, that's absolutely it.
Well, we thank you for spending a few minutes with us today in this nice, chilly Amsterdam weather.
Love it.
It's almost New York, but New York's like 80 now. Is it 80 in like Pennsylvania today?
Pennsylvania, it's actually been pretty nice there this week. It's been in the 70s. I've been in LA though most of this year, and it was like 98 when I left. So this is actually pretty refreshing.
I'm all bundled up, and you've got the LA look. Steve, thank you so much.
Great talking
Wish you
with you.
continued success.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.